Hi folks. So recently AI and image generations are hot topics recently. So I made a digital installation to play around this topic. So I used the DALL-E model provided by OpenAI. So in this installation, it generates a picture based on the prompts that I entered uh, in the text box. Then in this case, which is pollution, because I think it's quite the sign is quite relevant. Yeah, the creepy sign. Yeah. So the program that I'm going to show you will analyze the color of each pixel in RGB format. Then it plays the notes accordingly. So it's basically just kind of explore the synesthesia as aspect of art, and which means one sensory stimulation leads to the other sensory experience. In this case, which is the visual color stimulant, and this trigger the sound what we hear. So I play a little bit and you have listened to it. I hope you like it. So I will explain here. So the code how I made this installation. So the first place here, this title, nothing special. So this click on line 7, which is the text box that I entered a prompt about pollution and send it to the OpenAI to generate a picture and give it back here and do the whole thing, whole sequence. So go in detail. So in this line, so it generates the image. So sorry. So this part is basically provided by the OpenAI model. So it generates a picture size 256 times 256, a small picture. So got a picture from that. So it just sends a request to OpenAI. So it generates the picture. So after a picture is sent back and displayed here, and they will and the program here will analyze the color. Analyzing RGB channel. So each individual pixels, the color will be analyzed and generated into RGB values. So after it got the RGB values, it generates a matrix, a bunch of numbers based on the colors, and then they'll go to remove all the unused punctuations, things like that, and clear up the data a little bit. This one is not very important. Then we got melody here. So we got a matrix, and so this one is quite important. You got a piano note. This function. So this function is basically calculates the frequency based on the 15 equal temperament in an octave, and map those frequency to the 88 keys, like the MIDI keyboard. So because I quite like the sound of 15 equal temperament, it's quite distinct and providing a weird and obscure feeling. So I think it's quite relates to the pollution. And after that, so I got the number, so I have to map the number. So this function. So I've mentioned there's the functions here to analyze the color and return the RGB integer value from 0 to 255, and so I map the values to the really key number that I mentioned. So if the value is greater than 87, the value will be divided by 3. Otherwise, just return the value, and just make sure all the values can be mapped within the 88 key number accordingly. So that's it. Is that more? Yeah, play the frequency, so it generates a sound, and it got some overtones here, and some fade in and fade out for better listening experience. So it used the function of the get sine wave, so it got quite intense maps here. It used the NumPy package, so it generates a sound wave, and based on the NumPy the functions, and generate just a sound wave and play it back. That's it. So quite a big project, but I think it can be explored in the future, and it's quite special. It's a quite brand new technology recently, since DALL-E just released like last year, and put into other art formats, or use this art form to generate art. And other art form is a new explorations for composition, so it's quite special. So this is for today. I'll put this code on GitHub so everyone can have a look. I won't go through all the detail here because there's a lot of code here. So yeah, although it sounds a little bit quite simple, but there are lots of works in behind. So that's it.